Have you ever wondered if someone could control your thoughts at this exact moment? What if I told you that while you're watching this video, your mind is already being influenced by techniques that modern neuroscience has discovered? No, this isn't science fiction. It's the fascinating reality of the interface between technology and human cognition. Every day, billions of people make decisions they believe are entirely their own, without realizing they've been carefully engineered by algorithms, designs, and advanced psychological techniques. Welcome to an impressive journey behind the scenes of brain function and the techniques that can literally hack our minds. Picture Sarah, a young professional starting her day like any other. She wakes up, checks her social media, and without realizing it, has already fallen into a spiral of carefully selected content designed to keep her engaged. Her news feed, seemingly random, has been meticulously constructed to trigger her deepest emotions: anger, empathy, curiosity, and even fear. This scenario isn't the exception. It's the rule in the modern world. Every second, our minds are bombarded by stimuli designed to influence our behavior, from website colors to the sound of a phone notification. But how did we get to this point? And more importantly, how can our mind be so predictable yet so manipulable? Modern neuroscience has revealed surprising aspects of how our brain processes information and makes decisions. Recent Stanford University research has shown that 95% of our decisions are made by the subconscious mind before we're even aware of them. This means that most of the time, our brain has already decided before we think we're deciding. A groundbreaking study conducted by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, discovered that it's possible to predict a person's behavior with 93% accuracy just by analyzing their smartphone usage patterns. Researchers identified that our brains release dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter, in predictable patterns when we interact with certain digital interfaces. Even more impressive, scientists have managed to implant false memories in volunteers, using only suggestion and psychological manipulation techniques. In a controlled experiment, 70% of participants remembered events that never happened, simply through strategically constructed narratives. Did you know your brain processes 11 million bits of information per second, but you're only conscious of 40 bits? This means that 99.99636% of brain processing happens without your conscious knowledge. It's in this vast space of unconscious processing that mind manipulation techniques find their most fertile ground. A fascinating phenomenon is the Google effect. Our brains are literally being reconfigured by technology. Studies show that people are losing the ability to memorize basic information, preferring to outsource this function to electronic devices. It's as if we're developing an extended mind through technology. Another surprising fact: the average human attention span has decreased from 12 seconds in 2000 to just 8 seconds in 2023, less than a goldfish, which is 9 seconds. This reduction is directly linked to engagement techniques used by digital media, which condition us to seek instant gratification. The future of the mind-machine interface promises to be even more. Technology companies are already developing direct neural interfaces, capable of reading thoughts and translating intentions into digital actions. Imagine a world where you can control devices just by thinking about them, but also a world where your thoughts can be read and interpreted by algorithms. Scientists predict that by 2030, we'll have the ability to influence dreams through a Eckertroll stimuli sternal stimuli. This could revolutionize the treatment of trauma and phobias, but also opens up frightening possibilities for subliminal manipulation during sleep. The convergence between neuroscience and artificial intelligence is creating what experts call persuasive neurotechnology, systems capable of adapting their behavior in real time to maximize their power of influence over the user. It's a future where the line between self-choice and external manipulation becomes increasingly thin. Think for a moment, how many of your daily decisions are truly your own? That impulse purchase, that video you couldn't stop watching, that opinion you defend so strongly, did they genuinely arise from your free will? The truth is that we're living in an era where the human mind has become the new battlefield. Companies, governments, and organizations invest billions in research to understand and influence our behavior. Knowledge about how our brain works has never been more advanced and has never been so commercially exploited. But not all news is bad. Understanding how our mind can be hacked also allows us to develop defenses. Awareness is the first step toward protection. When we understand the mechanisms used to influence our behavior, we can make more conscious and truly authentic choices. The science of mind control is no longer fiction. It's a reality that affects every aspect of our lives. The question is no longer whether we're being influenced, but how we can maintain our mental autonomy in an increasingly manipulated world. What about you? Have you ever stopped to think about how your mind is influenced daily? What mind manipulation techniques have you identified in your daily life? Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that unravels the mysteries of the human mind. Hit the bell icon to not miss our upcoming videos about neuroscience, technology, and the future of human consciousness. After all, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to protecting our own mind. See you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring the fascinating mysteries of the human brain and the technologies that are redefining the boundaries of consciousness and free will.